Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Joanna and this is my modest creative corner. It was on Monday when I started coloring this page and I shared with you how to squeeze the maximum vibrancy out of Neocolor II crayons. Together we colored those two fruits over here, and today I want to show you something more. I want to show you how I add highlights, glow and lighter values to create more dimension on the page when I'm coloring with Neocolor II crayons. And the best part, the techniques are super fun and easy, just like coloring with a crayon. I haven't had much time this week to color this amazing double spread from On the Other Side of a Dream by Karolina Kubikowska. The spread definitely deserves more creative love, but today I have a couple of hours of peace and quiet to myself, so I thought I would film this short tutorial and share a few more amazing properties of Neocolor II crayons that I can't really hear anyone talk about. And yeah, all the coloring on this page so far has been done using Neocolor II crayons only. So, let's keep working on this whip. Let me find my color palette. Here it is. It is my color DNA chart from Once Upon a Palette collection that I created specifically for the annual Fairy Tale Coloring Challenge hosted by Jordi from Jordi Colors on Instagram. You can download the entire collection for free anytime, and definitely feel free to join the coloring party. The color DNA chart is essentially a color summary of thematic collection that I curate. And this particular chart covers colors that I found the most relevant for the dreamy, fairy tale-like, slightly surrealistic atmosphere of the collection. And today we are going to use exactly that. So first, I want to show you the quickest and easiest way that I know to create lighter values on a page with Neocolor II crayons. I already mentioned this technique in my videos about how I color with Neocolor II crayons, and it's simply lift and color. With Neocolor II, unless you use a fixative, the pigment remains water soluble. So that means that even after it dries, you can reactivate the pigment and lift some of its color away. So to do that, you need the right tool. And what I mean by the right tool is simply something that can penetrate the paper tooth. My favorite, obviously, is a makeup brush, but a fiber tip water tank brush works beautifully too. And you can even use a Q-tip if you don't have those, or a makeup sponge in any shape and form, or a finger sponge that's actually some craft supplies, and even this stuff, and probably thousands more that I haven't experimented with yet. Okay, so once you have the tool, and we will use a Q-tip today, you dip it in clear water and then take some kind of cloth and squeeze out the excess of moisture, and that way you maintain control over where the water goes and how much pigment gets lifted. Remember, you need to squeeze out as much water as possible. Okay, and now I will zoom you in a little bit, and maybe today we'll work on leaves together for a change. Okay, and let's say that I want to create some highlight here. I'm just gently rubbing the Q-tip against the paper. I'm not damaging the paper. It's really nice and soft, and back, and create this way lighter values. Yes, that's my dog, if you can hear it in the background. Okay, And just a quick note, you won't get the same effect using a paintbrush, a regular paintbrush or a water tank brush, especially a water tank brush, because its bristles is too soft. That's another piece of paper that I did cover with Neocolor II crayons and then lifted up some of the pigment using a makeup sponge. I showed you the process in one of my shorts, but today I don't have time to prepare another piece of paper, so I will, just dip my water tank brush in water. And now let's see if I can lift any pigment. I will zoom you. Okay, now you can see. And as you can see, I'm barely getting any result, yeah? I will even change the brush. I will use a regular paintbrush. For details. And again, the result is super subtle. And that's not what I aim at today. Okay, and let's try this iPad sponge. Let me see how it works compared to Q-tip. Let's maybe change the leaf and work here. I mean, this creates somewhat softer effect. Q-tip feels more rough, but works. And this sponge blender is softer, gentler, so the texture it creates is also softer. Yeah? Okay. And my favorite way, makeup brush. And let's see how makeup brush works. See? How dramatic. Now I dissolved a little bit too much pigment, which is okay, I mean, can still work with it, because I dumped the brush again and I'm lifting up the pigment that I just spilled. See? So you can't give up too early with Neocolor II crayons. There's always something to spoil, there's always some way to fix. Now, for the second technique that I'm going to share, all you need is a crayon, and I'll be using this light olive shade because it fits the color palette quite nicely, and I want fairly precise highlights, so I will sharpen the crayon first. And to sharpen my crayon, I will use just regular colored pencil sharpener, if I can find it. Yes, I can. So it's a regular pencil sharpener, as you can see, nothing fancy. And as you know, I'm collecting my shavings. No pigment stays behind. And one thing that I do really appreciate about Neocolor II crayons is their opacity. Is it 100%? No, but it's still surprisingly impressive. And because of it, you can simply apply the crayon directly onto areas where you want to introduce light and highlights or additional dimension, just like this. Let me show you. Maybe let's work here a little bit. Now you can see better what is going on here. We have 3 leaves overlapping here, and I want to introduce somewhat of definition here, so it's easier to see the edge of the sleeve in between. Can you see how easy it is to draw additional line? It's easier than with prismas. I'm pressing really lightly here. And yeah, if I wanted to introduce even lighter shade like white, I can always take white Neocolor II crayon and add a little bit of that to add more brightness. And that's my dog again. It's really super easy to create soft and dreamy textures with Neos too. And if you are bothered for whatever reason with crayon mark, you can always take a colorless pencil blender and smoothen out the pigment from Neos, so they look totally painterly like. Now, if my background wasn't covered in Neocolor II crayons and it was totally water resistant, I could do something that I'm going to demonstrate here. I also demonstrated the technique in one of my earlier videos on how I soften and cover black lines. You just dip the end of a crayon for a second or half a second in clear water. That activates the tip, and it facilitates transfer of the pigment from crayon onto the paper. So now I'm pressing really lightly and see how the pigment is easily transferred and how thick the layer is. If I pressed the crayon harder, that's how vibrant the line is. And you can create, it's like almost 100% opacity. And we are working here with complementary colors, yes, with greens and reds. So, while I have you on Zoom, I will just, smoothen the lines. And using exactly the same technique, I will now add some additional glow to this fruit by adding this sweet peach puff shade onto the fruit, which is pink at the moment. So I'll just add crayon directly onto the fruit. I'm keeping my pressure super light. And if I decide enough is enough, I actually can't see any crayon mark on the fruit, but if you could see, you can always take a colorless pencil blender and just smoothen it out. Okay guys, my time of blissful solitude is about to expire, so I'll be working with this page a bit more off camera today, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to finally share my finished result on my Instagram account. Feel free to drop by if you'd like to connect there and see more of my finished pages. I hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial and that you like Neocolor II crayons at least a little bit more now. And if you did, please remember to give the video a like and share it with other coloring friends who might be struggling with these amazing creative tools. Okay, that's it for today. Remember, stay calm and keep coloring. And until the next one, bye bye!